How's it going, everybody? Brooks here with Tach It Up. Today's video is going to be what not to do when you're up close and personal with the new C8 Corvette. So this one takes us back to Corvettes at Carlisle. So what not to do when you're up close and personal with the new C8 Corvette, and that's let your phone hit capacity on storage. So my recording actually got cut short because I ran out of storage space. Shame on me for being new to this whole YouTube thing, but I hope you guys enjoy. Be happy to talk with you in the comments about what your favorite part is, and let's get to it.
Area of the grandstand, we are getting ready for our C8 walk around at 2 o'clock. The car is in motion right now, pulling into the spot between the stage and the grandstand. If you want to take your pictures and get close now, that's fine, but as the walk around starts, we respectfully ask that you allow space for those that are in the grandstand to be able to see. Tach might be teasing you there a little bit. We'll have this coming up in just a minute. The chief engineer with Corvette, and he's going to talk all about this car. He's been a rock star this weekend. Tach, it's been a fun time, right?
It's been a great time, and thanks for everybody coming out. We are not the rock stars. The car is the rock star. You can tell just by the magnetism, the power of this car. Nobody's even driven it yet, but the power of the design and what everybody sees in the car seems to be having an incredible influence really all around the world. And I want to make sure everybody gets a good view of this, and we had a bunch of people shouting yesterday. How many people were at our show yesterday? Show of hands? So quite a few. We're not going to do anything new today. It's going to be much of the same show, which means we're going to make it up as we go along. But what I want to make sure is that the people in the stands have a good view of the car, and so we had to keep this whole front area, if you guys wouldn't mind stepping off to the side so all the people up here can see what's going on. Can you guys see okay? Are you okay right here? No! Get the car off! More. Kevin, you push these people back a little bit, or you folks can go up and join in the seats. That'd be awesome. So, if you were here yesterday, you heard us talk a little bit about the car. We'll talk some more today. Obviously, this is a dream come true for many of us who've worked at General Motors, at Chevrolet, and on Corvette for many, many years. We've been trying to make each generation of Corvette better than the prior one, and we realized some years ago that in order to increase the performance envelope, we needed more weight on the back axle. We tried to do that in a lot of different ways while keeping the engine in the front. Last generation had a carbon fiber hood. You know, that's how serious we were about taking weight off the front and a higher percentage on the back. But there really wasn't a way to move the needle a lot. And with engines getting as powerful as they are today, we're running out of ability to get that power to the ground. So we really needed to make a big difference, a big change, and that meant you got to move the engine from front of the engine compartment to behind the engine compartment. But you can stick an engine behind the passenger compartment and have a lousy car. One thing that we knew is you put the engine back here, you get the mass, so you're going to have a lot of traction back here. But that's not the only thing a car does. It's not a dragster, even though it does go 0 to 60 very quickly. It wants to do a lot of things well. And so we want it to be a very capable track car with very benign handling. Historically, people with a very rear bias car have struggled to make the car very easy to handle at the limit, especially in transients. You don't want the back end to feel like it's going to come around on you. Folks have been trying to do that for years, trying to find that formula to get the car to be very benign even though you have all that traction. Race cars do it, they have amazing aero, keep the car planted. It's much more difficult for a street car, and so that was part of the formula we had to figure out. But in addition to all that handling stuff, we also had to figure out how do we make the car fit into people's lives the way the current Corvettes do. And if we come to events like this, and we can support many events around the country, we talk to customers, we see how they use their cars. They use their cars in a lot of different ways. Some people, it's their only car they have. It's their daily driver. They use it to commute from work. They go places on the weekend. Other people, it's a second or third car, and maybe they use it for touring. They go out with club events, and they want to travel long distances, and they want to bring a lot of stuff with them. The current car, the last few generations of cars have done a really good job with balancing all that performance, as well as all that daily livability, as well as the grand touring, long distance travel, kind of accommodation for everything. So that's the formula we've been working on, and we've been working on it for many, many years, even all the way back to the 6th generation. We've been thinking about it, but we never perfected the formula until now. And we think we finally have all of that balanced out in a package that you can actually afford. And that was part of the magic of Corvette. How do you get all that stuff, all the great attributes of the car, and have it affordable, have it actually reachable to pretty much anybody with a good job. And we meet a lot of customers, we see how they use them, we know they aspire to own a car like this. They don't want any compromises, whether it's initial purchase price or the service cost over the life of the car. So we pay close attention to that, and we didn't want to sacrifice that in bringing out this new car. So we're going to do a little walk around today, talk about some of the features. I wanted to talk, have a couple of our team. In fact, we've got like 30 some members of our team. Of the thousands who work on this car, we've got about 30 from either Michigan or Bowling Green, Kentucky, at the tent supporting the event, handling massive crowds coming. And it's really nice that we're able to do this because you're talking to the people who actually design and build the car. And we've been doing this for years and years and years, and you have another opportunity here at Corvettes of Carlisle to give your input, give your feedback, even on this brand new car. We're all ears. If you have ideas of what you think we should do with it, how we should take it, we're listening to that, factoring it into our future plans. So to help me today, we have a couple of our team members. The first is Harlan Charles. Many of you know Harlan. He's our program marketing manager. Obviously been on Corvette since 2001, so very well known in the Corvette community. He's got his ear to the ground more so than any other person on the team, attends more Corvette events, speaks to more people, helps more customers in more different ways. Tons of people know Harlan, and he's the guy who actually creates a lot of the definition of the car. So what is the content? What are the features? What are customers asking for? How can we make improvements to the car that make it even more satisfactory to own? So he's going to talk a little bit about those features. I also have with me Joshua Holder. Josh is right here. Josh is our program engineering manager. Been on the team for quite a while too. Almost since the day he was born, he was on a mission to get to Corvette and work on this product. He'll probably take that a little more, talk about that a little more when he gets up here. But he's a huge asset to the team. The program engineering manager is like an assistant chief engineer. I was kind of that job for Dave Hill on the 5th and 6th generation car. Josh is doing that for this car. So I'll let him talk a little bit more about the engineering as well. But let's start with some of the features and the content. Harlan.
Hey, thanks. One of the things we really try to do with this car, like Ted said, is make it a new type of sports car. And we had a chart that we used for a lot of years, and we talked about the things that people love about the Corvette. Of course, the small block V8, that's the heart of the Corvette, the performance, the power to weight ratio, the Corvette equity and design. And we thought if we could add the mid-engine supercar attributes to the car, all the engineering benefits, the visibility, the quicker front steering, the lighter steering, the fact that you're at the center of gravity of the car, as well as the great visibility. We thought we had this chart, we thought we said we'd have a home run, Grand Slam home run. And I gotta tell you, I've been talking to everybody today. I've been talking to a lot of people today, and you guys have been giving that right back to me. You guys hit it out of the park, home run, so I really appreciate that feedback, getting that back. And the other thing we heard from people, we're gonna do this mid-engine car. We don't want it to cost $250,000, and want to have enough room and storage to go on our trips and go to places like Corvettes at Carlisle. And that's the great thing about coming to Corvettes at Carlisle. You guys come to us, and this car is every bit a part of your input as well to make it great. And then the pricing, we have announced all the pricing. If you come to our tent, we have all the pricing and options. Again, you can get a Corvette for $59,995. We have one on display, one LT that's pretty close to that. And then some people are saying, well, how did you guys do it so cheap? But if you look at our rolling chassis, you look at the materials in this car, look at the materials in the interior, you can see that we did not cut corners. So I would ask you go to our friends in Italy and Germany and ask them why the hell is their car so damn expensive.
Yeah.
We're Americans, we're smart, we know how to do it. So we're taking them on. So one of the things, learn from talking to you, everybody wants their Corvette. You look around here, everybody's proud of how your Corvette is special. So we really took that to the next level on this car. There's a lot of customization options, personalization that we've been able to do with these cars. We have, again, I said the 3 trim levels, but we have 12 exterior colors for the first time. We have 6 interior colors, actually 9 different interior configurations that you can do. One of the things we've added is to the seats. We actually have 3 different types of seats. We have the GT1 seat, which is our standard Corvette seat, great comfort and support for all-around sports car use. And then we have 2 optional seats. We kind of took them 2 ways. Of course, we have the competition sport. We made that even more focused, designed for the track enthusiast. And then we have the GT2, which takes a lot of the features of the competition sport, like carbon fiber inserts, but makes it so it still has the comfort for long distance driving and things like that. So we've given you 2 ways to go. Like this interior, for example, we call this a dipped interior. It's the natural tan color. So dipped means it's full color. So we have that Morello, we have a 2-tone blue, we have sky cool gray, adrenaline red, of course black interiors as well. And there's a lot of other personalization. We have seatbelt colors, brake colors, stitching colors, so you can really personalize it. We have carbon fiber roof, you can get carbon fiber ground effects, high wing. There's really a lot of ways to make the car your own, even custom luggage. One of the things we did though, and Tach mentioned the luggage, if somebody asked me if you have the 5-piece luggage set from the previous car, the 7th generation car, it will fit in the new car. Removable roof, golf bags will fit in the new car as well. This car also has the Z51 performance package, which for ultimate performance, 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. We also have, in the instrumentation, we have a 12-inch cluster and an 8-inch center screen. The 12-inch cluster is very customizable. We have, of course, it's set from the factory, but you can personalize what gauges you want displayed. And we've also taken our driver mode selector and taken that to a new level.
So thank you to everybody who stuck around to watch that long video. Hopefully, if you're a Corvette fan, you thought it was as valuable as I did to understand a little bit more about some new design concepts with the C8. Be sure to smash that like button and subscribe. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.